The American people are going to make an important choice. First of all, I encourage every single citizen to vote. Voting is something that people have given their lives for, and therefore I think it's an obligation to every single American to vote regardless of their political party. We have some good candidates running, from my perspective, both Republicans and even a few Democrats. We have candidates that are going to oppose the cap and trade energy tax, oppose government regulated health care, oppose massive government spending that doesn't create jobs. People that want to secure the border, want to make the tax cuts permanent, and want to get our country moving again on jobs. People that are concerned about the middle class. I've said in this campaign that we have a lot of candidates, obviously. And I've spoken about a lot of these candidates. Some of them I wish I would have had more time to talk about. I've talked about people like Pat Toomey in Pennsylvania, Kelly Ayotte in New Hampshire, Marco Rubio in Florida. And I'm encouraged by the polling numbers in all those states and others. I want to just say that I hope that other people I haven't talked about, the ideas candidate like Rob Portman in Ohio, a man who I admire for his service to our country and his independence, Mark Kirk of Illinois. And there are others yet who I've also talked about. Carly Fiorina in California, Sharon Angle in Nevada. I wish I had more time to talk about Dino Rossi, because I think that the Washington state election is very critical. Pat Murray represents the Washington establishment that has failed us, and Dino Rossi represents our best chance for reform in Washington, D.C., from Washington state. And I'm encouraged that these candidates and others are going to win. I think that this is going to be a referendum on Barack Obama. People don't like the deficits, they don't like this health care plan, they don't like cap and trade energy taxes, and they don't want to shut down Guantanamo Bay. Instead, they want to make the tax cuts permanent, and they want to fix entitlements so we can get spending under control, and they want to secure the border. But this administration in Congress has not listened to them. And I don't fault one party for this. I fault both. I believe that people in both parties have made mistakes, others have done some good things. One of the individuals who I think has done a lot of good is Senator John McCain of Arizona, who I think deserves another term of the Senate. He's been fighting for our national security interest throughout his political career, and he's been defending our country his entire adult life. And I believe Arizonans have a solemn duty to re-elect him to the United States Senate. As far as projections go, I don't know who's going to win. I think a lot of it depends on results in states like Washington, where we have Dino Rossi running as a fiscal conservative, or another fiscal conservative in Wisconsin running, Ron Johnson. We have a lot of good candidates this year. And what I mean by we, I mean we the American people, because I hope this is the people's election. As far as the Senate's concerned, I think the Republicans are going to make gains. I don't know if they're going to win. As far as the House, I'm confident John Boehner will be the next Speaker of the House of Representatives, and Eric Cantor will be the next House Majority Leader. And I would encourage people to strongly consider voting for the Republican candidate in the House races because of the massive spending, cap and trade, and other failed policies that are going into effect, that will go into effect if the Democrats win. But there are even some Democrats who I vote for. Liberal libertarian Rand Paul is soft on terrorism and soft on crime, and therefore if I lived in Kentucky, I'd be voting for the Democratic candidate. In Connecticut, Robert Blumenthal would be my candidate simply because Linda McMahon would bring shame to the state of Connecticut. I would also vote Democrat in the Florida gubernatorial election. Vote for Alex Sink simply because Rick Scott is a criminal. There are other gubernatorial elections, however, where I vote Republican, such as Massachusetts or California. But I hope that Americans vote and recognize that this is a country where we are privileged to have the right to vote. And I hope all people practice that right.